We're standing at the west end of the My Garage Museum. I don't know, you were a little boy when this floor was laid out like this. At one time, the styling cars were at this end of the car. Our 89 Challenge car was sitting over there, and that's the one with you and Blake playing with an 18th scale.
I remember that.
That would have been 91, 92, so you would have been 4 years, 5 years old, both of you in that age range. And, you know, I can't say bittersweet because there's nothing sweet about this. But as you and I have talked, we will continue.
I want to point out that if you've been to the My Garage Museum, you would have known that the pinball machine used to sit right down here. And I think it's pretty cool that my son, Michael III, at least got to spend some time playing pinball down here. And so, yeah, the original floor, not a lot of you have seen, or maybe it's been 30 plus years since you've seen it.
Michael, I think since this is going to go out in social media, and everybody knows Lance Miller, everybody knew Chip Miller. One time, Chip Miller sent me a picture of his office at the Carlisle Fairgrounds. He had a raised platform and his big, at that time, it was like a 4-car garage and all of his cars around it. So I came in this building one morning, turned on all the neon lights, fired up the pinball machine, and had Ed stand down at that machine. And at that time, there was about 30 Corvettes in here. And I sent that picture to Chip Miller and said, next move is yours, Chip. So, Michael, as we kind of stroll, what do you see in your mind if you shut your eyes and look at cars, historic cars that have been here?
Well, I see not only our collection that was here, but, you know, from a 67 L88 that belonged to a good friend of ours, to the C5R, to a yellow Tiger Shark, stuff that kind of was from my generation. What do you see?
You know, up here to our left, the first day that I came out here, I saw Serv 1, Larry Shinoda, Zora, Mom, you, Aunt Jeannie. I don't know if you remember the picture, but we were right here. Right here with Zora. Larry Shinoda, my mom, Aunt Jeannie. You and Blake were, well, you were here and Blake was still that way today, but
I think
right here.
Didn't we give Zora a knife?
We did. That was his birthday. Imagine us giving Zora a knife at his age, but we did, but it was a nice engraved knife, so lots of memories here.
Do you think Zora had any beverages that night?
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Well, I think, you know, of all the cars that we had here, you know, from you owning Serv 1 and Blake and I owning Serv 4, to have all of the Serv cars in here at one time, that's probably not been done outside of General Motors owning those cars. You know, all the cars that we've had on loan, all the Morrison cars from the Pfeffers, just so many different collections that have been here on loan to us in addition to what we had here. It's pretty cool.
Well, right through that door, think of all the historic Corvettes that have come in here. Big Doggy, that was one of your deals that you got here.
Pushing a lot of cars through
man, you know,
that door.
Maybe what I ought to do in retirement is do a book of all the cars that were guests at the My Garage Museum. That would be a book of history, let me tell you, because if you take from the C6 generation down, well, we had the Blue Devil here. You and Blake actually owned.
Yeah, we had the Mako Shark here. I mean, we had a lot of loaned Corvettes from General Motors when perhaps they couldn't fix them themselves, and they paid a visit here and
got the cars fixed. I mean, you know, that's a little known fact in Corvette history. The Mako Shark sat in my garage when I still lived at Park Hills, and Dave Saunders put on a power steering pump. They couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, and it ended up being a power steering pump from a pickup truck.
Or what about the 89 ZR1 that General Motors loaned you, only to find out that it got repurposed in life and then turned into, I think, the speed record clone car?
Yeah, I mean, just so many tremendous cars. And, you know, I think behind me, another big loss was my dad's bird's eye maple and mahogany bar that was supposed to go in your basement, a 24-foot bar built in the year I was born, so it meant something to me, for it was my dad's, and to you and Michael III, it would have been an everlasting piece, but it's gone.
Well, as they say, on to the next chapter.
Yep. Well, thank God I have you.